Hey friends, welcome back. Well, it is a beautiful, beautiful, not so sunny spring day in Seattle. It's rainy as heck, but I want to do one delicious thing for myself at the end of a work day. And so we're doing this front porch container. I actually pulled a whole flat of awesome florals and texture for this front container. And when I came out here, Brian was like, oh, are you doing like a Proven Winners challenge? And I was like, no. Well, it turns out I accidentally pulled an entire tray of Proven Winners stuff except for 3 plants. So let me show you the things that I'm actually not going to plant, and we're just going to do a Proven Winners container. Why not? Let's test drive it. Let's see what I can do. So first thing that did not make the cut is this gorgeous Artemisia silver brocade. Because I love to shout out all of my growers, this one is produced by Pacific Growers. It's just a lovely, gorgeous texture. Really interesting silver option if like a Senecio isn't your choice. Okay, second plant I am not going to include in this container, but was part of the original palette I pulled, was this gorgeous sweet potato vine. This is called Blackie, and this one was grown by one of my other favorite growers, T&L. You know I love you. They were a Northwest Flower and Garden Show sponsor. They are fantastic. Several of you have spotted me in the wild there, which I love that my industry people watch this stuff. It's so exciting. Anyways, so hello new friends that I just saw this week. But this one is not going to make the cut. Okay, I've got one more. This is also a Pacific Growers, beautiful, beautiful plant. This one is a Diacia, and this variety is Juliet Rose. It is gorgeous. This one is also grown by Pacific Growers, and she's lovely. My main jumping off point for this particular arrangement was this Calibrachoa. This one is a Superbells double vintage coral, and it picks up on all of the rose tones that I have going on in my rose border. And so I just kind of thought this would be a really fun way to pull those colors up to the front porch. Now, when I do a container, I like to have a jumping off color inspiration, but then I also always plant with my mid-story first. So your mid-story obviously isn't your centerpiece. It isn't your low bits or your trailing bits. It's kind of like what goes here. So for those, I picked out 2 awesome texture pieces. This first one is Colorblaze Strawberry Drop. This one goes sun to shade, 14 to 20 inches tall and wide. I am pretty tickled with this selection. I've used this a ton in my work this year so far, and I'm just really, really loving it. So I'm going to plant this guy first. Oh, and by the way, I've already amended my soil. I've brought in fresh potting soil, some biotone starter fertilizer, just kind of like my basic stuff that I always use. Okay, next mid-story element is actually this guy. This one is Plum Dandy. I was calling this Plum Daddy for a while, and I like my name better. But this one is full to part sun as well, 10 to 16 inches. Very excited to see this guy go. But the reason I chose this is it's like picking up on that nice deep center. Okay, so I am really excited to play with this one, and I feel like it's just such a great underutilized plant. I've actually used Alternathera for years, and it's such a great one. Okay. I think I might get a little bit more space in the middle of these 2. Okay, next, I think what I want to do is I actually really want to bang it out with tons of this Calibrachoa. I really want it just all the way around. So I'm going to see how that looks. Now, I feel like we could almost leave the container right here, but I've very much been in like a more is more kind of mood. And so I think I'm actually going to squeeze in. Now, by the way, putting a sedum at the edge of a container is not new for me. I've done this for years. It's great at the edge of a container because it's just a more drier area in the container. Likewise, Dichonda, which is this baby, is so wonderful in that same situation because Dichonda, in my experience, can be super drought tolerant. So having these 2 at the edge of the container is kind of fun. Okay, I'm definitely I'm definitely feeling more is more. Oh, and by the way, I placed these two opposite because look what happens. If I was to put this Sedum in front of that Coleus, it's just like, it's too matchy-matchy, and then my arrangement over here, it just feels imbalanced. So all that having been said, I think I like having my bright green moments staggered a bit because it helps kind of like elongate the arrangement as opposed to like fixating visually in one single spot. Okay, friends, I think it's time to dig it all in. Oh, and by the way, if I'm planting a container and I'm afraid I'm going to lose my way, because that happens a lot, I will oftentimes place things around the rim exactly in front of where I need to plant them, and it just helps my brain stay on track. All right, friends, so here we have it. My first ever proven winners container. And here's the deal. At first, I really didn't know how to feel about it because I love sampling from everybody because I love all of my growers. And I'm such an advocate for there's a little something for everybody out there. But I do have to say, they're really killing it. They're really doing something for me this season. And it's been really fun to purchase this product from Bauman's, bring it up from Oregon, and have just like a proper play with some new plants. Because I also feel like, for me, I'm the type of person where I like to mix it up because that gets my creativity flowing. I'm particularly tickled with how this turned out. And by the way, you probably won't see me do this. I have done a video on this before, but I'm gonna fertilize this bad boy once a week or every other week throughout the season. I typically like to do a fertilizer Friday, and I just hit it with a nice liquid fertilizer because a container is a closed system. And annuals are pretty heavy feeders. So you wanna make sure that you're constantly giving nutrients so that these little baby plants look their very best. Okay. I'm going to see you in the next one. Thanks for tagging along, and say hello to your garden for me.